Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Designer Studio episode. Today we're taking a closer look at the MH-60T Jayhawk, which is the most recent Jayhawk in our lineup. Also kind of an exciting return of this color scheme because the previous one we had was the Anniversary Edition Banana Copter, which was awesome, but also an extremely limited release. This one, first batch sold out in pre-order. We're moving on to batch number 2 here in the future, but now we've got it in all of its printed and functional glory. So of course I got Dan in studio to join me and talk a little bit more about this build.
Sure. Well, this is the latest Coast Guard Jayhawk. This is the latest technology, the latest and greatest. In use today. It's of course a Sikorsky based on the Blackhawk airframe, the same tried and trusted and true Blackhawk, just navalized and made into a Coast Guard friendly version. So. It does have a Doppler radar on it. This is a search and rescue helicopter primarily.
Right.
They do use it for like some sort of interdiction task. It's a multi-use helicopter, hence the MH.
As most of them are, yeah. Right.
And so it does have a variety of functions, but primarily search and rescue. So we have it in search and rescue mode. We have the rescue diver that is standard. Comes with it. Crew of 3.
Love that headgear.
Yep, you got your 2 pilots and your 1 sort of crew chief. And it's a little bit of a departure from the previous Jayhawk in the fact that it does come with a stand.
Yeah.
All of the the sort of Blackhawk derivative helicopters from this point on are going to come with this stand.
Well, for display, especially if you want to make use of the grappling hook, it's perfect.
Yeah. So this helicopter in particular, you could have a pose with the swimmer in the door hanging on the rescue apparatus. It does have a gun. There's a door gun inside of it. I think it's been shoved inside as of this recording, but it does come with an M240. That's standard on
taking out the hulls of drug runner boats, maybe, or
right. It does, and they do have a sniper rifle too.
Yeah,
so we can open this thing up and look on the inside.
Let's dive on in. Go ahead and kill the turntable.
Yeah, let's take this off. So just a quick pointing it out. It does do the normal features that you would expect. The tail does fold up on this particular model.
That cross element printing on the tail there is pretty nuts. You can see it all over the place.
This is probably the biggest leap actually on this helicopter was this version.
All the printing. Yeah.
Every time we do another version, we do some updating. The last time we did a Jayhawk, even the yellow had a lot of stickers on it.
Sure.
That was a lot of mostly printed. I don't even know if there were stickers on that one. But compared to the previous red and white version, the orange and white, this is completely different. That had a lot of stickers. It was like a task to put all those stickers on. This has no stickers. Even this massive printing section here, this is across like 11 or 13 elements or something. This was kind of like a new test for us. There's a lot of stuff printed on the sides. It's not perfect, but then again, we can't make it all perfect. There's still some gaps, a little color matching issues, but it's still the building experience and the overall effect is just so much superior.
How much does that change when you're building something kind of for a first run through? How much are you thinking about like print surfaces and coordinating with SLAM to make sure that some of this, especially these bigger cross element zones are actually practical?
It's actually a real challenge.
I bet.
It's not, mostly because we're not like, if it was just like me doing everything, I would be able to just, I can do that. But having to explain it and having to like make a system and get it like, hey, we're going to do this. Is this even possible? Talking to the printers, talking to the artists. We are a team here at Brickmania. So
there's a lot of hands on this thing, right?
Yeah. So it has my name on the box, but there's a lot of other people who contributed to this. The figures, the printing, everything. It's just always a lot of. It is a team effort for sure. But let's get this off. Let's take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it off the stand first. Let me get this winch reeled in. See if I can do that. Hello. Am I pulling it in or out? Yeah, the other way. Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
It's slow going. The real helicopter does this much faster, I'm sure.
Some mini winch motors.
Can we have some winching music? Please stand by. All right, so we don't crush these guys. Let's move them off the turntable here. So it does actually stay up on its own landing gear. So just to show you, but and the rotors do fold up. We can do all that fun stuff. So if you wanted to put it and stow it, this is essentially does just like the real one does. So
just fold it all up.
Yeah. But let's take this roof off. See if we can get inside
this is where we go from Swooshability to playset.
Right. So you do actually get all the details inside. Let me see if I can. Whoops. Put that piece back on. Didn't know if it wanted to go with the roof or go with the fuselage here. But you can see that there are details inside. Has a detailed cockpit with printing, and also look, there's printing on the bottom.
I was going to say, big printing on the bottom. That's tough to miss.
Yep. This is. I can tell this is the prototype model because it's missing its guns actually. So there would be
brick arms are a commodity in the design room.
Right. And if somebody comes and grabs it before we get to put the guns in it, then it goes to the store without it. So you do have some printed tiles in there. You have room for the crew. Is
that a raft? Is that what's going on here?
Yep, there's a life raft.
Nice.
Life raft, and I mean they're stowed. They're just bags.
Right.
So you have the life raft, and then there's a what is it? It's a basket, rescue basket.
Sure.
That you can drop down. It all folds up. So if you've had one of our Seahawks, you've seen those pieces before. Actually, in the last version of this helicopter, we did.
Yeah. Okay.
As well. So, but the crew can sit inside of there, and you do have your cockpit details. So it does do everything it's supposed to. You can have this door post open or closed. If you'd like. So your side door, it doesn't slide. I didn't get that detail on this one. Next generation, of course, it'll have.
But it's an easy move. It doesn't really take away from the play functions.
Oh, absolutely. It's not a huge thing. So, but that's the details on the inside. Your crew will fit inside of it, and yeah, functionality. So.
Gotta love to see it. Boy, and it takes a second too to take in all of the colors. I mean, just from the model itself, and then you got some of the details like up on the rotors there for more colors added in. Back here, brick built, and then obviously the interior. And then the crew is blaze orange with like a yellow helmeted diver. So I mean, we're working with stuff here that you just don't normally see.
It's screaming rescue teams.
Yeah, absolutely. High visibility in the high seas, quite frankly.
So get this back on here. You can see how it all goes back together. It's almost like a portable dollhouse almost.
Yeah, well, and it's nice to see how easy it turns into a playset like that because usually when you see all this brick built on top, you're like, oh, I don't want to split that in half. But it's nice to have that design forethought there.
Definitely designed to come apart, and of course, putting it on the stand is just as easy as that. So there you go.
There you have it. One sharp-looking model. Anything else you want to cover on this build before we wrap it up?
No, this is great because I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, sure.
We know once it leaves the design room,
you're on to the next thing.
Right. And I get the printed tiles. I didn't even get to put the printed pieces on here. I think this was done by somebody else in our crew. So it went from I designed it to like, hey, here's a finished model.
Off it goes. Oh, it's cool to see what can happen when it gets into the hands of the team.
Yep, I'm excited about it. I think there's another batch currently in production, so if you missed out on the pre-order, you will be able to get another one. I mean, it is like a stunning desk piece, stunning display piece.
Yeah, absolutely, and definitely worthy of the collection, especially if you're continuing to build within this lineup produced here by Brickmania. But there you have it. That'll be the Designer Studio episode for the MH-60T Jayhawk. Thank you very much for watching.